He thought the librarian was going to stuff him in a sack and eat him, and honestly, it was his mom's fault. When Onin was in grade 1, his life mission was simple: catch spiders. Behind the school building, after class, he'd go on the hunt for the fiercest ones. He even provided board and lodging matchboxes with tissue beds and crumbs from his bon as food. Each spider had a name, each had a role, because of course they were preparing for battle. It was his very own spider training camp. Like a coach before a big game, he'd bark.
Tonight, we rest. Tomorrow, we fight for glory.
In that realm, Onin was the head coach. But once he stepped out of this spider arena and went home, his manager was none other than his mom. At school, he was the spider commander. At home, he had a boss, the kind with a taboo, and no patience for dirt. His mom had had enough. One day, as she scrubbed his legs, which looked like they had been through a war zone, she snapped. She lowers her voice like she's about to summon spirits. "Onin, if you don't come home on time, the librarian will find you. That woman's always watching, quiet, grumpy, and carrying a big sack. You know what it's for? She stuffs it with dirty, stubborn kids, and no one ever sees them again." There was no further explanation. It was gospel to him. The librarian wasn't just staff. She was the final boss in his real-life Super Mario game. And that canvas bag, a soul trap. From that day on, Onin avoided her like she was King Koopa. Even the sound of pages flipping gave him anxiety. But one afternoon, fate caught up with him. He turned the corner by the library, and there she was, dragging her beige canvas bag like it was full of regrets and children. His body moved before his brain could. He ran down the hallway, past the grade 3 section 5, past the drinking station, then bam, straight into the principal. Next thing Onin knew, he was in the clinic, a cold compress on his forehead, eyes still wide open.
Anthony Elmore said, "Why are you sprinting like you're being chased by a swan?"
Ma'am, the librarian's got a sack. She's going to snatch me.
The principal sighed, the kind of sigh that spoke volumes, like a woman questioning all his life choices.
"Tomorrow, bring your mother."
When Onin went back to class, his classmates didn't even ask if he was okay. They just grinned and chanted like it was some courtroom drama. "Bring mother, bring mother, bring mother, bring mother, bring mother, bring mother." Fast forward to today, Onin was now teacher Onin, back at the same school. Last week, one of his students, a whiz with gadgets but still a kid at heart, sprinted away from the library like he'd triggered an alarm. Teacher Onin caught him mid-dash. "Sir, that old lady, she has a sack. My mom said she'd take me if I don't go home right away." It felt like deja vu. This time, Teacher Onin approached the librarian and asked, "Ma'am, what's inside your canvas bag?" She smiled, unzipped it. Inside old storybooks. For kids who stayed late, she read them stories until their sundo arrived. Turns out the sack Onin had feared all those years was never meant to trap him. It was meant to teach him. The stories we tell children, whether out of fear or fun, stay with them longer than we realize. What we say can shape their world in ways we might never expect, but not in the way anyone intended. Sometimes the things we say to children out of fear, frustration, or folklore stick to their hearts like cobwebs. We forget those words. They don't. To a child, even a joke can echo like truth. So speak gently. Who knows what kind of world might be quietly growing from the things we say. This is Talescape, where every story is a mirror, and every voice, including yours, deserves to be heard. Subscribe for more stories that stay with you.